Will West, Bob Hodge join me now. You heard the other guys. You heard me. We all think that, yeah, there's risk, it's danger, but you got to do what you got to do. We would think he was not worth $4 million. We wouldn't have gone there. Will and Bob, did Tennessee make the right decision by throwing their 2025 season into a question mark and making a stand, or should they have said, just overpay for a year and keep things as they are?
I would have overpaid for a year if he had been better last year. But instead, why give an average guy, a lot of people have brought up Carson Beck in the conversation.
Yeah.
Well, last year he wasn't that great, and he went to Florida State, and he gets $4 million. Miami, excuse me. I knew it was some school in Florida, not named Gators. So, but Nico didn't play that well. No. Even as Carson Beck being off last year, Nico still didn't play as well as a Carson Beck who wasn't playing as well as he had before.
Statistically, not even close.
Yeah.
Not the same ballpark.
So to me, yeah, you did it. Now, did you do it for all the right reasons? That's another discussion. But yes, I think Tennessee made the right call.
I think if it's $4 million or we're gone, Tennessee made the right call. I don't believe it's $4 million or you're gone. I think that was the starting point in an ask. And then where do you land? There are 5 other quarterbacks that I know of that make 3.5 or more. Taylon Green's making more than Nico right now. Should Taylon Green make more? This is what the market is.
Right.
They asked for the high end of what the market is paying right now. Tennessee should not give them what the high end of what the market's paying right now. Where Tennessee, in my opinion, is wrong. Why did you put this stuff out publicly like this right before the orange and white game? It seems like it's just to make sure that you are perceived as coming from a position of strength. And I think that's foolish because I can't find anybody else in football outside of A.J. Smith and the Chargers who was a known dunce, right, that has ever gone on the record and said something strong like we didn't blink. Like, okay, you're a tough guy. Congratulations.
I think it's
there's
PR.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would you do that for PR? Like Jerry Jones does that. The Rooney family doesn't do that.
Everybody plays the PR game.
And Tennessee's better than that right now, and they shouldn't have gone that far.
Everybody plays the PR game, but because here's the thing. You're going to have to take the high road from here on out. You're not going to come out and throw mud. He was great. That's why I showed that off the top. I thought he won a lot of fans over. I thought his whole speech about Power T's bigger than all of us, that's tremendous. I hope people remember that if you struggle this fall. Yeah. But what was I going to say? Oh, the PR thing. You're going to have to take flack now from the family. The Iamaleava camp is going to open up with both barrels. And more than likely, you've seen what kind of stuff he tweets. He's not going to be, we didn't blink. It's going to be some ugly stuff, and it's coming at you. And I think you're pretty much going to have to take that because I don't think you're just going to sit there and throw mud back and forth. So I think that's what they were thinking is let's get out here in front of this, spin it to where they're the bad guys, which I think, again, you're asking $4 million, you are a bad guy.
Well, are you
in
a
this
bad
case?
guy for asking
I think
for
so.
what
if you're
everybody
not
else,
worth it,
the high end of what
you're
everybody else
not
is
worth
getting
it. I don't care. You're not worth it. You're a guy who would believe that. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, this is the game.
It's capitalism. If somebody will pay you that, then take it.
Yeah, and if not, it's pro football. This is Chris Jones sat in front of in his team's stadium watching the Detroit Lions beat his team week 1. Emmitt Smith in 1993.
Yeah, but we don't have holdout. Yeah, that's pro football. But
this is pro football too, is what my argument is.
Well, you're making. Yeah, I know, but we're not there yet. And naturally, if you are, you're going to be the first one at Tennessee
this is
to have
the first one, yes.
and holdout before a spring game.
You're playing with a different set of rules right now because in the NFL, you hold out, I can trade you. I can get something for you. Tennessee, there was nothing out there for them. The only thing they could do is draw a line.
Withhold a check.
And here's the deal. If Nico was asking for 4 and that was the negotiation starting point, I would bet at some point in time, Tennessee and them have gone back and forth, said, look, we're not going to give you 4. We'll give you 3.25. Nope, not enough.
Yeah.
Now,
we
don't
none
know
of us
any
know.
of
If
this
that's the
stuff
case,
right
they
now.
made the right call walking away from it. I don't have a problem with walking
And
away.
also, as far as the PR thing goes, what was Tennessee supposed to do? I mean,
Decorum.
they had
We've
to come.
all been
They
in
decorum.
had
I
to
thought they were-
come
that was
out
decorum.
and hit hard first.
Why? Why?
As hard as they could.
Because you're gonna
Because if not, you look like a dunce.
Yeah.
Because you sit there and it looks like that you had this guy who, remember this time last year, he's top 5 in the Heisman race. Turned out he wasn't even top 5 and the best player at the University of Tennessee last year.
He was a game manager, right?
Yeah.
So I just think that Tennessee had to come out with something And I don't mind them coming out saying we took a stand.
Yeah, I don't think
that's
that was
not the worst.
I don't think that was.
Like there's a morality to it that doesn't exist.
Well, that I think.
That's where
people
I
who
have
are like
the
they're
problem.
taking a stand for all. I read there are columnists who are taking Nico's side in this. What did he do wrong? This is the system. There are other columnists who are saying, finally, someone stands up for college football. It's like I really don't think Tennessee was trying to stand up on behalf of Kentucky and West Virginia.
Overpay a guy. And it's okay if you don't want to overpay a guy, right?
I didn't have a problem with what they did, though. All right, when we come back, so you were good with what they did. You wouldn't have done it. You would have kept
I wouldn't have done it like that.
You would have kept him. I just by putting it by a source telling Chris Lowe we didn't blink. That has you up in arms.
No. It's a matter of there's no reason for you to do this. Like we've all been in public negotiations before, or with front-facing jobs.
Okay,
we're
losing time on an argument that's going nowhere. All right, when we come because we're no one's going to change each other's minds.